place, child. Oh, afternoon, Rose.
Afternoon, Mary.
Hi, Pearl.
Afternoon, Mary.
Girl, they haven't picked up the garbage yet.
No, girl, they late today.
Well, looking at hefty bags is not my idea of a beautiful view.
Oh, I don't know. Those bags mean we had food on the table last night. We should be grateful.
I'll be grateful when they get the food off the street. Cats around here think it's restaurant rolls.
Mary, you got to have patience.
I'd rather have hot water. Do you know the shower turned ice cold again today?
Yeah, same as mine. Well, I'm sure Calloway just hasn't had time to fix the heater.
Time means money, and our landlord is so stingy. Not only has he got the first penny he ever made, he got it taped to his navel.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Oh, afternoon, Ken.
Off to school, huh?
Yes, English literature today. America. I love it here. They even gift wrap the garbage.
Tell he ain't been here long. But getting back to Calloway, he ain't gonna fix nothing in this building. The Hernandez refrigerator been leaking since Lord knows how long.
Yeah, and I heard the O'Briens had another crack in their living room wall.
Girl. I heard the O'Briens got a crack in their marriage.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. They just celebrated their silver anniversary.
Well, I can tell you one thing, they ain't going for the gold. You know, Calloway ain't got no crack in his apartment, though. He keeps everything in tip-top shape.
The rich sure get richer, don't they?
Sure do. Like them fine folks across the street, our condo colleagues.
Yeah, this neighborhood's getting mighty fancy. Girl, look at the size of that limo just pulling up.
Ain't that nothing? I hear they come with a bar and a TV.
Don't forget the telephone.
Yeah, if the one in the back calls the chauffeur. It's long distance.
Ooh, look at Louis, strutting like a peacock.
If he don't think he's a doorman. In that uniform, probably thinks he's a South American general.
Ladies.
You home early, Sandra?
My boss let me off. I have a severe headache.
Sandra, that theatrical agency you work for, do you see many celebrities?
I'm the receptionist. I see them all.
And they see all of her.
As a working woman, my time is too valuable to waste around here.
How's Mr. Calloway?
I wouldn't know. He has his apartment and I have mine. Our relationship is purely platonic.
Oh, is that your platonic ring?
Excuse me, my headache seems to be getting worse.
Girl, you got the devil in you.
Oh, she makes me sick. She sure loves to flaunt it.
Don't you wish you had it?
Girl, you know what they call women like that.
Yeah, lucky.
She's the reason nothing gets fixed around here. Instead of spending money on this building, Calloway throws it away on her, and we end up with nothing. You like to shape your apartments in?
Of course not. That's why I sit right here looking the other way.
Now, wait a minute. Mr. Calloway said he's going to get things done. Now, the other day when I took him that soup,
What? You took that old bus of some soup.
always bringing my leftovers. Hot soup, apple pie. You know he loves my homemade fudge. Well, Mary, he's got no one to cook for him.
Well, what does Sandra do? Shake and bake?
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? How was school today?
Fine.
Yeah? Are you smarter today than you were yesterday?
Yeah, so I'm not going back tomorrow. Just kidding, Mom. Oh, hi, Mama.
Jason is coming. Jason is coming.
Just what in the world is going on?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jenkins.
Calvin Dobbs, is that you in there? Have you gone crazy, boy?
Yes, ma'am. I think I have. It has been kind of hot lately.
Calvin was just carrying my books for me. Let me put these away and we can go.
And just where do you think you're going, young lady?
Just over to the park, Mama. Calvin wants to show me where he goes when he wants to think about things.
Huh. Must be a very small place.
That's a good one, Mr. Jenkins. Friend, maybe we ought to do this some other time. Bye, Mrs. Jenkins.
Oh, he's hot.
That boy is 16 and you're barely 14.
So when I'm 20, he'll be 22.
Fine. Call him then.
Can't do nothing around here.
Did you have something to say?
Mama, can I go get an ice cream cone?
Oh, sure, honey. Here's a quarter.
Rose, are you crazy? You gonna give that child a quarter for some ice cream?
You're right. Here's 50 cents.
Thanks, Mama.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm telling you, Rose, you spoiling that child. You should never let her have ice cream before she does her homework.
Mary, I don't see why that does any harm.
It creates bad habits. That's what it does.
Do you know what your problem is? You expect everybody to be just like you. Perfect.
Oh, is that what my problem is? Okay. See that? That's what I get for trying to be good friends. From now on, I'll just sit right over here and tend to my own business.
And I'll sit right over here and tend to mine.
Fine.
Good.
Great. Wonderful.
I ain't gonna even tell you about Fred Anderson.
Coming home late last night? Now, you know that was a sin and a shame. You know, last week...
Well, the garbage truck finally got here.
Well, it's about time. Hey, why don't y'all spend more time working and less time on coffee breaks? Did you see that? Did you?
And they weren't saying we're number one either.
That's a fifth quarter I put in.
This thing is worse than the slot machines in Las Vegas.
I keep telling you all you're wasting your time. What we need down here is some new washing machines.
Well, I guess so. These are so old it takes Confederate money to run them. Now, I say we don't take this lying down. I say we do something.
Mary, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about action. That's what I'm talking about. We don't have to stand for this.
Mary, if you're finished, could you come down off your soapbox long enough to fix your family some dinner?
Honey, I hear you, but you know as well as we do that this building's got a lot of violations that Callaway has not taken care of. Now, I say we get a city inspector down here and show him that we mean business.
Mary, you're only gonna make things worse.
Listen to your husband, Mary. He's the voice of calm in a rough sea.
When I want a poetry reading, Rose, I will ask for... I say we fight fire with fire.
Go right ahead. If you like hitting a man when he's down.
What do you mean when he's down?
I just took Mr. Calloway to the hospital.
Oh, the poor man.
The poor man, my foot. Here we go again. Every time we put pressure on this man, he pulls the same old sick routine. Remember when we invited him to the tenants meeting and he came down with the flu?
Mary, the man happens to be in critical condition. His heart's not beating regular. They got him on oxygen.
A fairy tale, folks.
Come on, baby, let's go. Come on.
Wait a minute, honey. Don't listen to this woman. She is just trying to protect his money. As the Lord is my witness, it is a fake. No way is that man sick.
That sure was a lovely funeral, wasn't it? Mr. Calloway looks so peaceful.
Well, of course he looked peaceful, Rose. He was dead.
But he looked good, though, didn't he?
Well, see, that's what they do. They plump you up so you look real good. Remember how good Hattie Brown looked when she died?
Oh, yeah.
And you know she was the ugliest woman on God's earth.
Oh, but she was beautiful on the inside. That's all that mattered. Oh, now that Mr. Calloway's gone, I'm glad I took him that hot soup, apple pie, and homemade fudge.
The funeral is over, Rose. Could you please stop talking about it? I'd like to forget it.
Oh, you finally admitting he ain't faking it?
All I know is that me and Calloway didn't get along, and he'd do anything to prove me wrong.
Aren't you sorry now for all the things you said about him?
Well, of course I'm sorry, Rose.
Oh, here comes Louis. Probably wants to pay his respects.
Well, what's he paying them to us for? We ain't related to the deceased.
It was such a shock, Mr. Calloway, dying so suddenly.
Yes, it was.
Did he die of anything serious?
He stopped breathing.
Well, it's a shame. How is his lady friend taking it?
What lady?
Oh, I'm sure she's taking it real hard. You know, Louis, she hasn't been out of that apartment since the funeral.
Oh, well, when I finish work, I would like to offer her my condolences. Do you know if she's accepting visitors?
Well, if you're a man, I'd say you got a pretty good shot.
Thank you. I qualify.
Mary, how can you talk about Sandra that way? I'm sure this whole thing is just tearing her to pieces. Hi, Sandra. How you feeling, honey?
As well as could be expected.
Well, just remember, time heals all wounds.
I know. I'm just trying to hold myself together.
Well, you got on the right dress for it.
Excuse me, Rose. Have to go.
I understand. You want to be alone with your thoughts.
No, I'm going shopping. Nothing like buying a few new things to shake the blues.
Tearing her to pieces, huh? In mourning, huh?
She was dressed in black.
Yeah, first time I ever saw a black armband used as a skirt. You know, the thing that worries me is what's gonna happen to this building now? And where do we stand?
Haven't you heard?
What?
The word is Calloway left the building to one of the tenants. 3 guesses as to who.
Sandra?
Oh, you know what that means.
What?
You heard that expression, up a creek without a paddle?
Yeah.
The way you and Sandra get along, you won't even have a canoe.
One bedroom, $1,100. 2 bedrooms, $1,500.
$1,500? I told Brenda about staying on that telephone.
Oh, Lester. Do you know how much rents are in this city, honey?
I only help build them, baby. I don't get to rent them.
Well, I can tell you it'd be cheaper to buy an undeveloped nation. Look at this.
That is something. But tell me, why are you looking at ads for apartments?
Well, honey, I figured if we're gonna pay 25 cents for a paper, I'm gonna read it all.
Okay, Mary, what kind of trouble we in now?
Trouble? Did I say anything about trouble? You may have to move out of 227.
Move? What'd you do now?
Me? I didn't do nothing. I mean, it's not my fault Calloway died.
I'm glad to hear that.
But word is he left this building to Sandra.
The entire building? Everything?
What do you think about that?
Wow, she must be some kind of woman.
You'll never find out.
Now, come on, what I mean? Come on,
yeah,
cool down.
Cool down, nothing. Can you imagine what'll happen if that woman gets a hold of this building?
Maybe you're jumping the gun. Even if she does get the building, you don't know what she has planned. I mean, we pay the rent, we're good tenants, and she has nothing against me.
Well, she hates me.
Well, then, only you have to move. Look, I was just kidding, baby. I think we ought to find out what she has in mind, you know. Play up to her, feel her out.
She's not my type.
Look, just be nice to her.
That floozy.
Okay, I'll be glad to talk to her.
Oh, no, you won't. I'll talk to her.
All right, then you do that, but remember, be nice.
Mom, Dad, I have company.
You girls finish your homework?
Yep, and you know what? I thought I just might make dinner tonight. You deserve a break.
You're being awfully nice, young lady. Now, just what is it you're going to ask me that I'm not going to like that you're going to die if I don't do?
Well, we just want to know if we could go to the movies tonight.
On a school night? Did Rose say you could go?
She said it was all right with her if it was all right with you. And please, Miss Jenkins, it's with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murphy. That's all I ever hear.
Daddy!
Mary.
Lester?
Sorry.
And I guess you thought you were going to meet Calvin there.
Well, why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild thought. Now, no movies on school nights, and that's final.
Told you wouldn't work. Well, you set it up wrong.
Hi, Mary. I think your clothes are ready.
Oh, thank you, Cora. Hi, Sandra. I was just thinking about you.
Really?
Yes, I was wondering how you've been holding up.
Not bad. But I'm sure after the will reading on Saturday, I'll be feeling a whole lot better.
You know something? We see each other all the time, and we never get to talk.
Oh, yes, talking. That is your specialty.
I thought you had your clothes dry cleaned.
Oh, I do. But I don't like just anyone to touch my underwear.
Don't say it.
You know, Mary, looks like I'm going to be getting myself a brand new wardrobe, so maybe you can use some of my old clothes.
No, thank you.
Oh, yeah, with my clothes and the right makeup, a hair weave, some new pantyhose, you probably could look halfway decent.
You know, Sandra, for all our fussing back and forth, I bet if we tried, we could be just like sisters.
You think so?
Oh, sure. I've always wanted an older sister.
Mary, were you fixing to tell me something or ask me something or just beg?
I was trying to be nice to you, but I can see that isn't any good. You're just out for what you can get, and anybody you can get it from.
Oh, go ahead, Mary. Talk all you want, but you better do all your talking now because when I become the owner of this building, there are going to be a lot of changes around here. Your lease is up in November, isn't it?
If you got a point, make it.
The point is there are going to be rent raises, okay? So come November, you better get your checkbook ready for a big shock.
Is that so? You want me to tell you where you can put your rent raises?
You know your problem, Mary. You just don't have enough couth. That's why I'm thinking of maybe going condo. Get a better class of people in here.
I'm glad to hear it. When are you moving?
Mary, I've taken a lot of stuff from you, but a new day is coming, and I'm sitting in the right chair. And if you don't like it, you can move your flapping mouth somewhere else.
Let me tell you something. I was here when you came, baby, and I will be here when you're gone. Now, you can threaten me until your face turns the color of that cheap lipstick you wear. But nobody, and I do mean nobody, is forcing me out of my home. Oh, and as long as you're doing a wash, sugar, why don't you throw your wig in? It's getting kind of dusty.
Mary, where have you been? They're about to read the will.
I was talking to the building inspector. He's almost finished.
You call the building inspector? Oh, I don't think that's such a good idea. That might be a lot of trouble.
Trust me, Rose.
Oh.
Well, if everyone's here, perhaps we ought to get started.
I don't see Sandra.
Oh, she'll be here. Probably looking for one of her eyelashes.
Oh, will you sit there?
Sorry, I'm late. I had to stop off at the bank and open a new account. There doesn't seem to be any seats left. Thank you, Lester.
This document shall serve to rightfully bequeath all existing holdings, properties, and monies of Herbert Calloway, herewith known as the party of the first part, and subsequently as the owner in reference to said properties under Article 7, Paragraph 3.
What did he say?
I don't know. He's probably getting paid by the word.
Excuse me. Can't we skip all this legal parties and get down to the nitty-gritty? Am I getting anything?
Sit down, Pearl. Why would Calloway leave you anything?
'Cause I'm old and I want something.
Just time of sorrow is painful for all of us. Can we move it along? The quicker we get this over with, the better.
Probably what she used to tell Calloway.
Well, it's a simple will, so let's continue. 227 has been more like a home to me instead of just a piece of property. I will the deed in complete control to a woman whom I've come to admire over the years. Someone I could always count on for a smile or a good word, even perhaps when I didn't deserve it. Thoughtful, kind, sweet, yet playful and lively. Although some of you may question my judgment in this decision, all I can say is, hey, it's my building, not yours. I, therefore, with a clear conscience, leave 227, lock, stock, and barrel to the woman who makes the best apple pie I've ever tasted.
Apple pie? We never used apple pie.
Mrs. Rose Lee Holloway.
Oh, that's you! Oh, you're rich! Oh, what? What did you say?
It says Mrs. Rose Lee Holloway.
What about me? Didn't I get anything?
Are you Sandra Clark?
Yes!
Well, now, there is something. He left you this portrait of himself, and I think it's just luck.
Portrait? This is all I get? Congratulations, Rose. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to my apartment to decide just where I want to put this portrait.
You know what a gold mine you just inherited? The money's gonna be just pouring in.
Oh, I've never owned anything before. I don't know if I can handle it.
Girl, relax. You got me for a friend. I'll help you.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Jenkins. I finished inspecting the building, and you were right. It's a doozy. It'll take a bundle to fix up this place. Does the owner happen to be here?
Place, child.
Girl, did you find that recipe yet? I can't wait to make that cake. I know my church group's gonna love it.
I have looked everywhere. I must have thrown it out accidentally.
Oh, Mary. That banana molasses cake? Oh, that would have knocked those ladies' socks off.
No. Wait a minute. There's one other place. Here it is.
You wrote it on an apron?
I wore this tonight. I made it. Now, let's see. I'd say maybe 4 eggs.
I'd say 5.
Molasses. cup of flour.
Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Tiff. How you doing?
Don't I get a hello?
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Jenkins. I just came up here to get my history book that Brenda brought.
That's fine, Calvin.
And then I'll be going.
That's fine, too, Calvin.
Mom, do you want to go to the Fulton game next Friday?
Well, no, it's not a big game.
Oh. What about the next big game?
Which one?
Anyone.
It depends on which one.
Well, how about a piece of pie?
What kind of pie?
Any kind. Mom, can Calvin have a piece of pie?
Well, we ain't got no pie, but he can chew on his apron.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Jenkins. I don't want to spoil my appetite.
Calvin?
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Jenkins. I'll eat it, Mrs. Jenkins.
Your history book.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins. Bye, everyone.
Give Pearl my love, Calvin.
Yes, ma'am.
He's just being shy. He's not shy with Janine.
So that's not anything. He'll come around, you'll see.
What's the matter?
Nothing, Mama.
Well, Tiff, let's get on back downstairs. You don't mind if I take this, do you?
No, but just don't lose it.
Oh, I won't.
Or wash it.
Oh, I won't.
Are you sure nothing's wrong?
Nothing.
Is that a nothing or a something nothing?
Well, it's something to me, but probably nothing to you.
Brenda, now you know what's important to you is important to me.
It's Calvin.
Oh. Well, then it's important. What about Calvin?
Do you think he's cute?
This is the same Calvin who glues flies together?
Mom, that was 6 years ago.
Well, he's cute-ish.
Well, do you think he's too cute for me?
No, I can put your man at ease there.
So you think we're pretty much right for each other?
Right for each other? What happened to cute?
I thought Calvin and I were right for each other. But he's acting like he wants to go with Janine Lockwood.
Janine Lockwood? Is that the,
That's her.
I see.
She's a year older than he is. It makes me so mad. I'm gonna never speak to him again.
That's the perfect solution.
I guess so.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what you think?
I don't know. It's just, why is it boys always go after girls like Janine?
Boys are stupid. We just have to live with that.
Well, then I want to be like Janine.
Well, that's simple. We'll just take everything out of your head and put it in your chest. Honey, if you don't like who you are, how do you expect Calvin to?
He wants an older woman.
Well, you'll be older sooner than you think.
Mom.
Honey, look, just be yourself. You're a wonderful girl. Now, when the right time comes, the right boy will appreciate it. Now, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I get the same advice. Be myself.
It's like talking to my guidance counselor. All you get is words to live by.
Just once I like to get usable information from an adult.
Yeah, like, you want to kill your cousin? This is the best hammer to use. My mom says I gotta give it time, but time is the only thing I don't have. November 14th is my deadline.
Well, what happens then?
Girl, do you live on the planet? It's the homecoming dance.
Well, you have 2 months, don't you?
Be serious. If I want to make sure Calvin asks me to the dance, we have to be going together by at the latest October 20th. And before you can go together, you have to have a minimum of 4 dates where everybody else can see you. It's us into September.
Well, can't you just go with someone else?
Tiffany Holloway, Calvin's the man for me.
Oh. Well, what if he wants to go steady with Janine Lockwood?
Let's just not even talk about it. He's always mooning around after her.
That's because she walks like she's double jointed. Hey, here comes Miss Clark. We can ask her what to do. She knows about all that stuff. Look at the way she walks.
Hello, girls. Holding down the stoop.
Yes, ma'am. You look gorgeous.
Oh, why, thank you, Tiffany. I just came from my makeover. A private consultation with Mr. Maurice himself. He's just one of the nation's top cosmetologists. He created Madonna's beauty mark. He let me have a sample of this new perfume still being tested in the laboratory. Several male hamsters had to be physically restrained.
Miss Clark.
Oh, call me Sandra.
Sandra, I was wondering if you could help me out on some advice about what to do about, man problems.
You having problems with the boys already?
Well, one boy.
One's fine. You want to start slow. So, what is it you're trying to do with this boy? Love him or lose him? Ooh, the advice differs considerably.
The first of the two, I guess.
You guess? Sure, you sound a little fuzzy on the subject. Hasn't your mother told you all about this?
Well, yes, ma'am, but she's married, so she doesn't have much to do with men anymore. So Brenda wanted to talk to you.
Get some advice from a woman still on the active list. Yes. So, you're trying to pique this boy's interest, huh? Well, let's see what we have to work with. Stand up. Turn around. Oh, good raw material. You just have to refine it.
But I didn't make the call. I'd remember talking an hour to Hawaii. Do I sound like I have relatives in Hawaii? Do I sound like I'm gonna pay for this call? Well, you do that. You call those people and ask them if they know me. Because if they do, I know who will be dropping in on this Christmas. Are you coming or going?
Mom, are you ready?
Maybe you better tell me for what.
There's a new me, Mom. Are you ready for the new me?
Yes, Brenda. What in the world did you do to yourself?
It's my new look.
That's your old look. And you better get it off so fast that I forget you had it on. And what did you put that perfume on with, a spray gun?
Oh, Mom, it's the style. A lot of girls at school look this way.
Well, you're not going to look that way. Did you do all this by yourself?
Well, Miss Clark got me started.
Oh, she did, huh? And where did you get those clothes?
They're my friend Rhonda's. Mine are at Tiffany's.
Well, just march right back down to Tiffany's and get them. And while you're down there, sit down and take a good long look at yourself in the mirror.
I know why you don't like it. Because Calvin is gonna like it. And that makes you mad because you don't like Calvin and you do anything to keep us from being together.
Now, Brenda, listen
Well,
to
we
me.
are gonna be together. And this is how I'm gonna look from now on.
Child, come back here.
I'm not a child. I'm almost a woman.
Well, woman, come back here.
Yes.
Don't walk away when I'm talking to you, okay? Now go downstairs and do what I told you. And I don't want to hear another word. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Mary, what?
Yes, that was Brenda.
With the hair and the eyes and the lips and all that perfume. Ooh, girl, I thought she was the Avon lady.
Avon ladies just sell the stuff. They don't swim in it.
Well, what happened?
Oh, Brenda's afraid Calvin's looking at another girl. I told her to just be herself, and when the right time comes, things would work out.
Well, that's what I would have said.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you would have been wrong.
Oh.
Because Brenda went straight up to see Maxine Factor.
Who? Oh, Sandra. Well, what are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. Right now, Brenda isn't listening to me. She thinks I hate Calvin.
Well, you do, don't you?
Of course not. He just plucks my nerves sometimes.
Well, what are you going to do about Brenda?
Oh, Brenda's smart. She'll come to her senses. Then she'll look in the mirror, scream, and wash her face.
Yeah, I must say, you're taking this pretty well.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have a talk with Sandra.
Wait a minute. Wait. Now, patience. Patience is a virtue.
We're talking about Sandra. Virtue ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, she meant well.
How? How did she mean well?
She was just trying to help. The only way she knew how.
Don't worry. It's going to be painless. I'm going to puncture her waterbed so she'll drown in her sleep.
Now, Mary. You're in no condition to talk to Sandra now. You need to just cool off. Okay? We'll do the laundry.
Okay. All right. We'll do the laundry.
Okay. We'll do the laundry. Let's go. There's no way I'm going to let you act that woman, Mary. No way.
Why are you worried about Sandra? She's got Blue Cross.
You just do your laundry. Give it some time. And then you can talk to Sandra in a rational way.
I am perfectly rational. See? How am I doing?
Great. Now, keep going.
Well, look who's here. Mary, seems you always have something on spin.
Well, Sandra, look at you.
Do you like it?
I surely do.
What do you think, Mary?
It's definitely you.
I'm glad you like it.
Sandra, I understand you had a little chat with my daughter today.
Yes, she did ask me for some advice, and I was happy to give her the benefit of my expertise.
Did it ever occur to you that that was my job?
Mary, the girl had a man problem. So, of course, she couldn't come to you.
Be cool and stay rational.
I am perfectly rational, Rose. Now, I understand that it's quite possible that you meant well.
Oh, no need to thank me, Mary.
But in the future, I would appreciate it if you would not meddle in my family affairs.
Hey, she came to me. I merely brought out her natural attributes. It was easy, since you didn't inherit yours.
Now, be cool, Rose. Is there anything else you'd like to say while we're having this perfectly rational conversation?
Yes. Are you trying to keep your daughter in the Stone Age? Why, when I showed her eyeshadow, she didn't know the difference between magenta and plum.
But of course you do, because you put them all on at once. I will thank you in the future to leave my daughter's makeup problems to me.
Okay, that's it. Let's go.
Now, look, Mary, I was just trying...
Look. If I want my daughter to look like you, I will send her to clown school. And if I want her to be like you, I will leave her there.
I understand what your problem is, Mary. You can't help but feel inadequate, so you're lashing out. But you can't get under my skin.
I guess not. With all that makeup, I'd need a chisel.
Calvin, what are you doing?
Grandma, this is for school. The teacher wants us to close our eyes and feel the world.
You got 15 minutes to feel the world. Then if you're not in here, you're going to feel my hand against your butt.
Oh, a fire engine. I bet it's red.
Calvin.
Oh, Mrs. Jenkins, isn't it?
Yes, and I brought the firing squad with me. You want a last cigarette?
Last I don't smoke. Oh, the blindfold. That's a good one, Mrs. Jenkins.
Calvin, have you seen Brenda?
I haven't seen anybody.
Where is that child? I hope she gets home before Lester. I can't believe she went out on the street looking like that.
Looking like what?
Never mind.
Here comes Lester.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi, Lester.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Lester.
How you doing, Mr. Jenkins?
Hi, Calvin. I'm going up and take a shower. What's for dinner?
Trouble.
Oh, shoot, I had that for lunch.
Brenda.
Brenda, where have you been? I thought I told you to get out of those clothes.
Nobody was home, and I had to go find Tiffany.
Brenda, is that you?
Yes, Daddy.
What did you do to yourself? Have you been out on the street looking like that? Mary, why'd you let her go out like that?
I didn't.
Well, the boy at the drugstore said she looks sexy.
Oh, I've got to see this.
No, you don't. You're not getting any ideas.
Daddy, please let him see.
Go upstairs now.
Oh, yes, sir.
Brenda!
But Daddy...
Now! Just do it! Wow. Really blew up, didn't it? Well, it's just when I saw her standing there looking like...
That.
Yeah, that.
It's just a phase.
Yeah, well, how long does it last?
Till the next phase.
Well, you better go on up and talk to her. She's mad at me.
Oh, no. She's mad at me, too. She thinks I don't like Calvin.
Well, you don't, do you?
Of course I do. In my way. I just can't picture him as our son-in-law.
What?
Well, that's what this is really about. She wants to go steady with Calvin.
At her age? You're right. I better go talk to her. Mary, what did your father do when you did something he didn't like?
Nothing. Just folded his arms and said, go to your room.
Well, I gotta do a lot more than that.
You'll do fine, honey.
Brenda, shut up. I'm sorry. Don't cry. Look, come on over here. Let me dry those tears.
Daddy!
I'm sorry. Just when I left this morning, you were 14, and now you look 24.
I have to grow up sometime.
Yeah, but so fast? Couldn't you kind of ease into it? Say maybe a year at a time?
Not if I want Calvin. Daddy, I'm at war with Janine Lockwood.
Who?
It's a girl at school. She's a lot older, 17. She has that sophisticated look, you know, experienced.
Oh, and she always has the boys hanging around her.
And Calvin's one of them.
So now you think you look experienced?
Don't you?
Yeah, if I was 16, I'd ask you out.
You would?
Yeah, we were always after the older, experienced girls, but back then we called them fast.
Do I look fast?
You sure do.
Great! Thanks, Dad.
No, wait a minute. Wait. The fast girls were the ones who did, I mean, they were the ones who weren't.
Oh, virgins.
That's right. By the way,
Daddy, I'm only 14, really.
I know, but the way you look says you're...
It does? Well, all I wanted to do was pique Calvin's interest.
Well, that's one way to do it. That sort of thing always got our attention.
Is that what you liked about Mama?
No, your mother was no Janine Lockwood.
She wasn't fast?
No.
She was slow?
No.
What was she then?
The point is, when I met your mother, I was finished chasing Janine Lockwood's. I was ready to settle down. So I looked for someone who was sweet and smart and pretty. Someone I wanted to marry. That was your mother. And you're just like her.
Hope Calvin doesn't think so. He's afraid of Mama. She hates him.
No, your mother likes Calvin. In her way. She just doesn't want you going steady with any one boy.
Do you like Calvin?
Yeah, but I have to agree with your mother. We both love you very much, and we don't want you going steady and getting married and having kids before you find out what life is all about. And you know what else I think?
What?
I think as long as you keep wearing that makeup, Calvin may as well keep wearing his blindfold, because he's never going to be able to see the real Brenda anyway.
Does that mean I can't wear any more makeup?
No, of course not.
Well, how much?
I don't know. Enough, but not too much.
You mean not fast and not slow?
Somewhere in there.
Like Mama. I'll ask her.
So how'd I do?
You did fine. Just one thing. About those Janine Lockwoods. Just how much running did you do?
Come on, baby. That was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah? How come you've never mentioned it before?
Are you serious? You really serious?
Go to your room.
Are you coming with me?
You better believe it. Child.
Good afternoon, Mary.
Oh, good afternoon, Rose.
Oh, my. A penny. You know that's good luck.
If it was good luck, it would be more than a penny.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Miss
Hi,
Holloway.
how are you?
Mom, can I go to the movies with Tiffany?
Again?
Oh, come on, Mary. It's the weekend. Let us have some fun. Besides, you're only young once.
I'm living proof of that.
Okay, but be home by 9, or I'll know why.
All right, thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
Bye,
Mama.
Miss Rose.
Hi, Grandma.
How did it go, baby?
Not too good, Grandma.
Calvin, you want to go to the movies with me and Tiffany?
Nah, I'm a little short on cash.
Oh, well, I can lend you the money.
Hey, no woman's gonna pay my way.
Especially not that one.
Sorry, Calvin. I just wanted you to come with us.
Yeah, well, thanks anyway, Bren. I'll check y'all later.
Okay, bye. Bye, Calvin.
Come on in, Calvin, and I'll make you a nice hot cup of cocoa.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what's the matter with Calvin? He's so quiet. Not that I'm complaining.
Poor boy. He's been trying so hard to find some part-time work.
Is he still looking for a job?
Well, he'd like to have his own spending money. And the responsibility means a lot to him.
Hey, if he can get a job. You know, it's hard for teenagers to get any work. And it's even tougher for black teenagers.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It sure is. Seems like we should know somebody who could help Calvin. Somebody who's respected and well-liked at his job.
Or somebody who's married to somebody who's respectful and liked on his own job.
Somebody who could persuade that respected and well-liked person to ask if there's anything available at his construction job.
I think you hear my phone.
Now, Mary. Now, certainly you can ask Lester if he can see if there's anything available for Calvin.
I'd really appreciate it, Mary.
Well, I don't think Calvin would like construction. You know, it's a dirty job.
If it's a J.O.B. job, Calvin is interested.
Well, what I mean is I don't think the job is right for someone of Calvin's talents. Did he try the record shop?
Uh-huh.
What about the chicken place?
Uh-huh.
Newsstand?
Uh-huh.
It's a shame the kid can't find a job.
So you'll speak to Lester?
Well, I guess I could.
Oh, great.
I'm not promising anything.
Oh, well, thank you, Mary. I'd appreciate anything Lester can do.
Oh, Mary, that was real sweet of you.
Well, Pearl's right. The job would be good for Calvin. And for me.
Oh, how's that?
The more time he spends on the job, the less time he spends around Brenda.
Oh, come on, Mary. Mary, you know you like that boy.
Of course I do. Wonder if Lester could find him a part-time job overseas.
Mary, stop it, will you?
Ladies.
Sandra, what happened?
Oh. Well, for your information, I was in a terrible car accident and received extensive injuries.
Were you driving?
No, I was in the back seat.
Well, will you be all right?
Well, with the proper care, I'll heal in time.
Oh, you got a smudge on your cheek.
Better?
Evidently.
No. I mean,
Very convincing.
Thank you. My lawyer explained the importance of pain in my litigation.
You have a lawyer?
Yes, Swifty Forbush. I met him in the emergency room last night. He's a charming man. And so concerned.
I've seen his TV commercials.
Yeah. If your cash flow's low, don't forget Swifty. He'll sue for big bucks and give your checkbook a lifting. I love to sing.
Well, Swifty feels it's only fair that I should be compensated. This injury has impaired my job performance.
Well, better be glad it's not whiplash. Yeah, it could be much worse.
Yeah, you'd be in a neck brace.
Really? Well, I'm off to Swifty's office for a consultation.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Lester.
Say, Sandra, what happened to you?
I was in the right place at the right time.
Honey, have you got a minute?
Sure.
Have a seat.
Oh, have mine.
Okay, what do you two want?
What makes you think we want something?
You only get that look in your eyes for one of two reasons. Either you want something or you want something.
We're trying to help Calvin find a job.
Yes, you see, Pearl said he was looking very hard for a job, so we thought if you would go down.
I'm home.
Oh, at last.
Daddy, did you get Calvin a job?
And how was your day?
Sorry. How are you doing? Did you get Calvin a job?
Hey.
Brenda, where's your manners? Now go in the kitchen and get your father's meatloaf, which is all dried out because he's late. And didn't call. And we were worried and wondering why.
I was talking to my supervisor about a job for Calvin.
I knew it. When does he start?
How do you know I got him the job?
Because you're the best daddy in the whole world. You can do anything.
Yeah, that's my girl. He starts tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to tell Calvin.
You say something about meatloaf?
Mwah. That's for you, for being so sweet.
I was glad to do it. Where's that meatloaf?
Oh, what kind of job did you get him?
He's gonna be helping me after school and on Saturdays doing small jobs.
Well, what kind of small jobs?
Small, Mary, as opposed to big. The meatloaf in the oven.
Honey, sit, I'll get it.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Mr. Chickens.
Thanks, Mr. Jenkins. But this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I won't let you down, I promise.
You're welcome, Calvin.
Oh, it was just wonderful of you, Lester. Oh, we're not interrupting your dinner, are we?
Oh, no.
Bless you, bless you. You turned the boy's whole life around.
Well, I was glad to do it. Where's Brenda?
Oh, she went down to tell everybody. I'll go get her. Thanks, Mr. Jenkins.
We're home.
Well, hi. So how did it go?
Terrific. We got a lot done today.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, that building seemed to get a little bit higher.
Calvin, why don't you just put that down?
Oh, where should I put it?
Down. Just down. No, you go on home. It's all right, really.
All right, then. Well, see you tomorrow, partner.
It didn't go okay, huh?
Mary, the boy is a walking disaster.
Honey, he just started. He's bound to make a few mistakes.
An error in judgment here and there I could live with. But I asked him to help mix cement, and he left a shovel in the mixer. Now it's part of the sidewalk. Then he poured tar on O'Donnelly's head. His toupee is permanently glued to his scalp.
Honey, can't you find him a job far away from everything and everybody?
Mary, believe me, Calvin is not cut out for the construction business. Besides, the supervisor said he has to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Yeah, it is. No, it's nobody's fault. It just didn't work out, that's all. Pearl!
Lester, I just want to thank you again and again for giving Calvin a job. Our lives are filled with sunshine. Every morning when I wake up, I say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for Lester. Well, I could kiss the ground you walk on.
No. Have a seat, Pearl.
This is your favorite, a sweet potato pie and a bottle of homemade wine. I stomped the grapes myself. Oh, just kidding.
Pearl, I think there's
No. Honey, let me tell you.
What is it, Lester? If there's anything I can do to repay you for what you've done for me and my boy, you just name it.
Pearl, as you know, Calvin's been working with me for several days now, and you certainly have done a good job of raising him. Pearl, I imagine you not too familiar with the construction business, but it's difficult and very demanding.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mrs. Shea.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Daddy. How was your day today? Calvin says it was great, but I want to hear it from you.
She wants to hear it from you.
Brenda, sugar, why don't you just sit down over there? Brenda, Pearl, I imagine you're not too familiar with the construction business.
I understand it's very demanding.
That's right. And it's for that reason that we've got to fire Calvin.
Before you say anything, Calvin is very sweet, and we like him a lot. But it just didn't work out. Lester has a responsibility to the people he works for, and they say Calvin has to go. You do understand. They don't understand.
Oh, I understand, all right. I've seen some people do some low-down things. But this is the low-downest of the low-down.
Pearl, try to see it from my point of view. Calvin's just not cut out for the construction business.
But, Daddy, you can't do this to him. You can't do this to me.
Brenda, your father did everything he could. The supervisor made the decision. And that's that.
Well, then I'm not speaking to either one of you two again.
Me neither.
Okay, be mad at me if you like, but there's nothing more I can do. How many times do I have to explain it? Come in.
Hi, everybody.
One more time.
let my grandma down. I let my parents down. I let my children down.
Calvin, you don't have any children.
Yeah. Years from now, people will say, there's Calvin Dobbs. He was never good at anything.
Who are you kidding? Nobody's even gonna remember your name.
You're a big help, Tiffany.
Well, this is boring listening to Calvin moan and groan. Let's go inside.
Tiffany, my man is feeling down. My place is by his side. Cheer up, Calvin. Hi, Miss Jenkins.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, cheer up, Calvin. It's not the end of the world. So you lost one job. Before you through, child, you're gonna lose a lot more than that. Don't forget I said that.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Jenkins. I'll probably never get another job.
So what you gonna do? Sit here all day feeling sorry for yourself?
Mom, he's feeling bad enough.
What he's feeling is self-pity. Calvin, do you remember what Muhammad Ali used to say?
Yeah, I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
No, I am the greatest. And he was champ a lot of years because he believed that.
Yeah, he was the greatest.
Because he didn't quit when things got rough. Now, you can do that, too.
You really think so?
It's not what I think, it's what you think that counts. Well, I better get to the laundromat before it gets too crowded.
Why are you going to the laundromat, Mom?
Because the washing machines are broke again.
Anything I can do to help?
Yeah, find somebody to fix the washing machines.
Well, all finished. Got a few spare washers I don't think I need. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if people start calling me Mr. Fix-It.
Mrs. Brenda Fix-It.
Hello, children.
Hi, Miss Clark. What happened to you now?
My lawyer discovered I was more seriously injured than I thought.
How much more?
About $10,000 worth. Whiplash. Thank your mother for that advice for me. Ooh, I do hope this washer is working. The performance last week was questionable.
Oh, it worked fine, Miss Clark. Miss Jenkins wanted it fixed, so I fixed it.
My, what an enterprising young man. Girl, stay away from a PG-13.
You're what?
You cannot have a look at these dainties unless you have a note from your mother. Ooh, Calvin, you're a lifesaver, honey.
You have a big date tonight, Miss Clark?
Of course, I have a big date every night.
Well, shouldn't you be at home resting in your condition?
Oh, honey, why should others suffer?
Oh, no. Allow me, Miss Clark.
Well, thank you. Well, gang, I don't know about you, but there's a jasmine-scented bubble bath upstairs with my name on it. Ta-ta.
You're terrific, Calvin.
I know. You see
Oh, Rose, look at my flowers. They've been out here a month and they haven't grown an inch.
Maybe they're on strike. You have to have a job to go on strike.
Oh, Pearl. Mary, I don't mean to create a scene, but you have perpetrated a great injustice against me.
What is the problem, Sandra?
Mary, per your instructions, Calvin sabotaged the washing machine and caused my laundry to be devastated.
Number one, I didn't give Calvin any instructions. And number two, how is your laundry devastated?
Just look. Is this any way to treat lace, Mary? I think not. Is there any excuse for the needless destruction of chiffon? I think not. What do you want?
I'm sorry your laundry's dead.
Does sorry help this bathing suit, Mary? I think not. I hope you can sleep nights. I know I won't be able to.
Well, come on, let's go down and see what Calvin's doing.
We? My name's Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Remember that. Calvin?
Oh, hi, Mrs. Jenkins.
Calvin, what are you doing?
I'm fixing the washer.
Not according to Sandra.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. But I'll just keep working on it until I get it right.
Calvin, come on, dear. I'm not gonna bite you, come on. Now, Calvin, I'm glad to see you have perseverance. But did it ever occur to you that you're not good with your hands?
Nope.
Watch my lips. You're not good with your hands.
Oh, Mrs. Jenkins, I'm just not good at anything.
Oh, Calvin, come on. You gotta be good at something.
I make great car sounds. That's when the car drives off a cliff and blows up.
Think of something else.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Even if I find a job I could do, I never get it.
Well, why not? What do you do when you go for a job?
Well, I go in and I say, "You're not hiring, are you?"
No, wrong attitude. You gotta be positive. You gotta make a good impression if you want to get hired.
How do I do that?
Well, first of all, child, please go to the library and learn how to fill out a job application. And then try to find out what kind of job you're applying for. And dress for the job. And then just talk. You can talk, can't you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I can talk and go on. You know how my grandma sits in the window, she
Good.
talks.
When you're talking, tell them why you'd like to work for them. That you're trustworthy, that you're willing to learn, work hard, and that you're a responsible person.
Oh, so that's how I get a job.
Well, maybe not at first, but don't give up. Nothing is perfect, so you can't be a perfect flop.
Excuse me, ladies.
Sandra, what a gorgeous fur.
Just a little gift from a friend.
Oh!
Something to compensate me for the agony and the suffering and the pain I've gone through.
Sure beats asking.
So did you win the case?
We settled out of court. The defendant, a Mr. Raul Jimenez, was a darling man and so sympathetic. We discussed our case over dinner. That's when I dropped my suit. My lawsuit. It turns out Mr. Raul's a very wealthy industrialist. He suggested I might look more fetching in this stole than that brace.
Oh, my, everything worked out well, didn't it?
Sure did. $2,000 stole, $200 dinner. How much was your lawsuit for?
$100,000.
He saved a bundle. Raul is no fool.
Hi, Pearl. Nice weather we're having.
Yeah, when you got a job, everything's nice.
Now, Pearl, you know what they say. It's better to forgive and to forget.
I say hold a grudge and remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at a young man who is on his way up the ladder of success.
Calvin, you got a job.
No, but I got 5 interviews. I'm bound to get something.
Oh, that's great, Calvin. That's wonderful. I knew you could do it.
Thank you. Now, at this time, I'd like to thank all the little people who made this possible.
Calvin, come on.
Okay. But let me just thank the entire Jenkins family. Brenda, who believed in me from the beginning. Mrs. Jenkins, who believed in me around about the middle. And Mr. Jenkins for giving me my very first job.
And fired you, too.
And whose written reference helped Calvin get those 5 interviews.
That's right, Grandma.
Oh, Lester. Your pie is in the oven, child.
Child. How much? I'm asking you to fix a refrigerator, not a 747. What? No. You listen carefully.
Look at this. All the food in this entire refrigerator is frozen solid. What are we supposed to eat?
Oh, I'll try another repairman.
No, forget about the repairman. I want Calloway to take care of this himself. I'm tired of fooling around with that man, Mary. He's totally neglecting his responsibility.
Well, honey, he's the landlord. That's his job.
That's not funny. Our lease says we get a working refrigerator with this apartment. That's his job.
Okay. So we'll try talking to him again.
Oh, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him in court.
Lester, you're not using your head.
I'm not using my head because there's not much food getting to my brain.
Oh, you know what I mean. I mean, it's not practical.
Okay, if I can't take him to court, I'll take it out on his hide.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Just like a man. If you can't reason with him, kill him.
And that's just like a woman, always putting a man down instead of listening to his point.
You call that a point?
What are you doing?
Chopping myself a glass of milk.
Your daughter is chopping herself a glass of milk, man.
Don't change the subject. I say we talk to Calloway again.
Talking doesn't do any good if he doesn't listen.
Well, maybe you're not asking him right.
Well, maybe you can ask him better.
Well, maybe I can.
Don't worry about me. I'll just pick up a donut on the way to school.
Oh, Brenda, that's okay. Wait a minute. I'll fix you both some eggs.
That's all right, Brenda. I'll give you a ride and we'll stop off at the coffee shop.
Fine, I'll wait in the living room until you guys finish fighting.
You see, it's all because of that stupid refrigerator. We can't let Calloway get away with this.
Well, honey, why don't you let me talk to him again?
It won't do any good.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Oh.
All right. You get one more chance, and that's it.
Okay, I'll go to his apartment, and I won't leave until we get a new refrigerator.
All right, and if that doesn't work, you hit him over the head with these eggs.
And that ain't the half of it. Girl, I couldn't believe it. Calloway fell asleep while I was talking to him.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Snoring like a pig. Mouth wide open. I should have shoved an apple in it.
Oh, girl, what are you going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. One thing is for certain. I got to find another way to get a refrigerator.
You could go on one of them game shows and win one.
Well, I'm ready. Lester and I played Family Feud all morning.
Maybe you ought to go on divorce court.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, hello, Sandra. Off to work?
Yes, well, you know what they say. Those who can do and those who can't, sit.
And what do you do?
I get out in the world. I'm a part of the workforce of America. I'm a communications liaison.
A communications liaison.
Well, what is a communications liaison?
A receptionist?
Well, I better go to work. Oh, darn, I left my lunch.
I never saw you take your lunch to work.
I never do. But Mr. Calloway took me out to dinner last night, and I have this wonderful leftover lobster.
She makes me sick.
Well, you can bet if she needed a new refrigerator, she'd get one in a hurry.
That's it. You could ask Sandra to talk to Mr. Calloway. Girl, she could get you that new refrigerator.
Are you crazy? I'd rather eat a bug.
Oh, come on, Mary. Talk nice to her. Who knows? You two may even become friends.
Rose, any woman with an 800 number has enough friends already.
All right. Okay. You want to keep arguing with Lester? Fine. You want your whole family to be miserable? Fine. You want that bug barbecue to fry?
Glad I remembered this. It's lobster. Thermidor. Calloway always goes first class.
Except when it comes to this building.
I have no complaints.
I guess you don't.
I really better go. Bye, ladies.
Sandra, Mary has something she wants to ask you.
Oh? What is it, Mary?
It's nothing important.
Mary.
You want to ask me something or not? I'm late.
Well, Sandra, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but...
Ear to ear, nose to nose, belly to belly.
But... I was wondering if you could...
Talk to Mr. Calloway.
About what?
Well, see, our refrigerator died. And according to our lease, Mr. Calloway is supposed to give us a new one. So, I was wondering if you could... help me out.
Let me get this straight. You want me to do a favor for you?
That's the idea.
Let me really get this straight. You, who doesn't seem to have much use for me, now wants me to help you get a new refrigerator? This really means a lot to you, huh?
Yes, it does, Sandra.
Well, no.
Well, Mary, I checked on our floor, and we don't have any leaks.
Oh, you mean I'm the only one with this special feature? Well, don't tell Calloway. He'll probably raise the rent.
You haven't talked to him yet?
And bother him with my little problem when Sandra's apartment probably hasn't been painted in weeks?
Maybe that's Calloway now.
Oh, I hope so.
No.
Hi, Rose. Mary, earlier today we discussed what favor I might do for you. What we neglected to discuss is what favor you might do for me in exchange.
Are you saying you can get Mary's refrigerator?
It's possible, if she'll do something for me.
No. Mary, come on, at least listen to what she has to say.
Thank you, Rose. Well, as it happens, I left the water running in my bathtub this morning, and now my apartment is a trifle moist.
So that's where this leak came from.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
A corrector team of the city's finest plumbers is correcting the problem as we speak.
Calloway's got plumbers for you already?
Mm-hmm. I can get plumbers. And I can get refrigerators.
Mary, your problems are solved.
We haven't heard what the woman wants, Rose.
Well, there are several large men squeezing my sofas out right now. It may prove difficult for me to throw this little party I'd planned for this evening, so I was wondering if I could use your place to entertain a few friends here tonight.
In my apartment?
What time?
About 7-ish?
Wait a minute. Let me really get this straight. You, who doesn't seem to have much use for me, now wants me to let you have a party in my apartment? Well, no.
Well, fine. Mrs. O'Brien needs some new wallpaper, and Mr. Calloway's been slow to respond. Maybe I can help her.
Wait a minute, Sandra. Wait a minute. Now, Mary, that doesn't seem too much to ask just one night at a free bed. Come on now, you're going to get a new refrigerator, wouldn't she, Sandra?
I'd practically guarantee it, but if Mary isn't interested, I won't twist her arm.
Wait a minute, Sandra. Mary, isn't there anything you want to say?
I don't know.
What'd she say?
It's a deal.
Oh, fine. See you about 7-ish?
7-ish it
is. This is marvelous to be wonderful. Thank you, Rose. Bye, Mary. Bye.
There. Wasn't that easy?
Yes. My lips didn't even move.
Come on, Mary, it's not that terrible. It's not as though you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family. Think about Brenda and Lester.
Oh, Lord, Lester.
Oh, come on. When Lester finds out this means a new refrigerator, just think how happy he's going to be.
I am thinking. Calvin, is that you behind there?
Yes, ma'am. May I come in?
That depends. What's in the box?
Just a few things that Sandra, Miss Clark, asked me to bring down for a party tonight.
She didn't tell me about any things.
Could I please come in? These feathers are tickling my nose, and I got a scratch real bad.
Come on. Now scratch and then take that box right back to Miss Clark.
Afternoon, Mary.
Sandra, it is only 4 o'clock. What is this? And what do you think you're doing?
Oh, don't mind me, Mary. I just need to make a few cosmetic alterations to your decor for my little soiree. Now, Mary, all my get-togethers have a theme.
Yes, I know. Bachelor party.
Honey, how about using those great big muscles of yours and putting those things over there?
Yes, Miss Clark.
Now, if you go upstairs and get the rest.
Yes, Miss Clark.
Stop. The rest?
Mary, your apartment is fine for a gathering of simple working people, but this is a business party. There'll be a lot of people here who could help me in my career, including my boss, a very important woman in this town. Go, Calvin.
Yes, Miss Clark.
Stop, Calvin. I said you could have a party here, and that's it. Now, you take the place as it is, and not a second before 7-ish.
Mary, did I mention I saw Calloway just a while ago?
So?
He ordered your new refrigerator. Here's the brochure.
Oh, my.
Go, Calvin.
Yes, Miss Clark.
It's beautiful. And so many extras.
Yes, it does everything but go to the supermarket for you. And notice the happy family enjoying it, the happy wife, the happy husband, the happy child. Ever see a family so happy?
Wow, Mama, it's beautiful.
Go to your room.
But, Mom, that's not
You
fair.
heard me.
Mom, can we do our place like this?
Go with Brenda.
That's not fair. I don't even know what I did.
Maybe it's better that way.
I tell you, Rose, I don't think I'm going to make it through the night.
Oh, yes, you will. Just think refrigerator, refrigerator.
I am. But I keep hearing Lester, Lester.
Hey, babe.
Oh, hi, honey.
I'm sorry about this morning. I don't want to fight anymore. What the hell is all this?
Honey, we're getting a new refrigerator.
That's right.
See, here's a brochure. Avocado green, butter dish. Oh, honey, look at those cute little ice cubes with the holes in them.
How did we get this refrigerator, and why does our apartment look like a swap meet?
I was getting to that. I'll be right back.
Here, Mrs. Jenkins.
Where was I?
I don't know where you were, but I'm standing in our apartment, which doesn't look like our apartment, and my wife is in front of me holding a bunch of balloons.
Well, I have to hold them, honey, or they'll float to the ceiling.
Will you tell me what's going on around here?
I was getting to that, Rose.
She was getting to that.
Well, get to it.
Rose. See, honey, I sort of made a deal with Sandra.
A very good deal.
I'll be the judge of that, Rose, if you don't mind. What kind of deal?
Well, see, Sandra's talking to Callaway to get a new refrigerator for us. So I said that she could have a party here tonight.
What?
She's gonna let her have a party here tonight.
What?
There is no need to yell.
There's no need to let Sandra have a party here tonight, and we are not having it.
Oh, yes, we are. This is going to bring peace and harmony to our family.
If anybody's going to bring peace and harmony to our family, I'm going to do it. I told you I'd get the refrigerator, and I'm dragging Callaway into court.
Lester, can't you see this is so much easier?
Mary, a man's home is his castle.
Your castle needs a refrigerator.
Can I say something?
No.
It's all your fault in the first place.
Well, I was only trying to help. Try to be a friend. Here, you take the balloons. I'm getting out of here. I'll come back when there's a bridge over these troubled waters.
You can't have a party here tonight anyway. The Redskins are playing the Raiders. It's a game of the century.
Oh, can't you wait till the next game of the century, which is probably next weekend?
Mary, I was looking forward to this. I invited some of the guys over. It's going to be a big TV night.
Honey, trust me. You can see the game in one of the bedrooms. And I will personally take care of you and your friends. I'll bring you pizza, Chinese food, anything you want.
Mary.
Honey, Sandra's party isn't going to interfere with us. It's only a few people. We won't even know they're here.
Glad you could make it. Drinks over there, munchies over there, and I'm right here. Oh, Miss Baker, I'm so pleased you could make it to my little get-together.
Sandy, would I miss a party given by one of my most favorite employees? By the way, did you type up those letters I asked you for?
They're on your desk.
I'm sorry, fellas. Mary, this is ridiculous. I'm being squeezed out of my own house.
Oh, everything's fine, honey, fine. How about some more pizza?
Mary, be a dear and bring out some more napkins.
I thought this was supposed to be her party.
It's all right, honey. Enjoy the game.
On this set, it looks more like Ghostbusters than a football game.
Hey, Lefty, somebody scored. I think.
That's it. I'm putting all those people out of here.
No, honey. It's all right. I'm just doing this for us. Now, everybody's having a good time.
Does this face look like it's having a good time?
Lester, you're so funny. I'll be right back with dessert.
Mom, Calvin and I can't get anything done in the bedroom.
What?
You said we could study.
I did. I did.
Yeah, it's too noisy in there for algebra.
Yeah, can we go downstairs to Calvin's?
No!
Let's go to Tiffany's. It's too crazy in here.
Yeah.
I never said you could have this many people.
Mary, did I mention your refrigerator's being delivered at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning? We wouldn't want anything to delay that delivery, would we?
Mary, can I see you for a minute? Mary, we just lost a picture on the TV. Now all we got is the sound. Do you have a solution to this little problem?
Oh, Lester, you know that TV. Excuse me. There. Be back in just a moment. Are you gentlemen ready for your pie?
They didn't come here for pie. They came here for foot. You hear that, man? You had to see it to believe it. But did we see anything? No, we didn't see anything.
What a party! What a responsibility! Ooh. Mary, you have no idea what it's like to be well-loved and popular.
Some of us don't need frivolous parties. Some of us are secure enough to find love in quiet evenings with our family. Shh! What do you think you're doing?
I need another serving platter.
Just a minute, girl. You crossing the line.
9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Mary, provided there are no snafus.
That's my good china.
Self-defrosting.
Which you're more than welcome to use.
Mary, could you? Thank you. I just couldn't stoop that low.
Come on, guys, let's go down to the Blue Rooster. This is crazy.
No, Lester, wait. Don't go.
Maybe you can put up with all this, but I can't. Come on, guys, let's go.
Derbs? Pie?
Move.
Lester?
Oh, you have so much to choose from.
And you have a mother and father who care for you deeply, and you're breaking their hearts.
Mary, thought I'd bring you some of my world-famous hors d'oeuvres, but I see this doesn't look like the deviled egg crowd.
I hope you're satisfied. You see what you've done? Brenda's gone, Lester's gone, and I'm left here with these aliens from outer space.
I'm sorry, Mary. I never dreamed Sandra would take such advantage.
Sandy, I'm planning on having a party myself in about a month, and I would love to have the name and number of your maid over there.
Did you hear that? I'm being called a maid in my own house.
Well, you don't want her. She's a little too feisty. But that other one, a sweetheart, perfect for parties.
Say what?
Sandra Clark, I'm nobody's maid.
Oh, of course, my mistake. She's the cook. Oh, please, dear, no more of those dreadful deviled eggs.
I never met anybody so rude, so thoughtless, so...
Okay, we'll have the deviled eggs.
If you think for one moment that I'm going to let...
Rose. Allow me. Everybody out.
What?
That's right, out. Lester's gone, my child is gone, and now you're gone.
Mary, what about your refrigerator?
I think you know what you can do with it. Out. Back to your cages.
Oh, Miss Baker. I can explain everything, Miss Baker.
And you will, Sandra, first thing tomorrow morning in my office.
All right, everybody out! Where is everybody?
I already threw them out.
You blew the refrigerator?
Yes.
The avocado green with the cute little ice cube?
Yes.
Sort of like this?
Lester!
I decided the game wasn't all that important, so I went shopping. Now, don't go tell me I shouldn't have done it. You're my wife, and I don't want you crawling for favors from anybody.
Oh, honey, it's beautiful. It looks just like the brochure.
In there, please.
Oh. Honey, I hate to ask you this, but how much did it cost?
Nothing. I'm going to deduct it from next month's rent. Callaway can sue us.
Can you ever forgive me?
Well, I don't know. It's going to take some doing on your part. An awful lot of doing.
Thought you said you didn't want to see me crawl.
Well, I don't want to take all the fun out of our marriage.
no place, child.
Afternoon, Sandra.
Afternoon, Rose. Why does the building look better?
Better?
It has a certain ambiance.
The only thing different is Mary isn't here.
That's it.
Lester left her the car to run a few errands. She'll be back in a minute.
Well, there goes the ambiance.
Ambulance. Well, I was only taking a nap.
Is it all right if I sit here a minute? Or is Mary touchy about anyone else using her crate?
No, I'm sure she won't mind.
Ooh, now I know why she's so snappy.
Oh, there she is now. She's parking the car across the street.
She'll never get that big car in that teeny space.
Oh, she'll get it in, Sandra. She'll get it in.
She got it in.
My goodness, what did she hit?
A very expensive foreign car.
Oh, no.
Is she okay?
Well, she looks okay.
Except for those shoes.
Mary. Mary, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, you may be okay, and your car may be okay, but it looks like you busted the taillight on that BMW.
Oh, Lord, somebody tell me those are the owner's initials.
You bumped into trouble. I dated a gentleman who owned one of those foreign jobbies, and he used to tell me about the many thousands of dollars he'd spend for the most incidental of repairs.
It's only a tail light.
Only a tail light? Mary, they gotta bring that tail light all the way from Dusseldorf. You know how many Germans it takes to put in a tail light?
How many dollars does it take to put in this tail light?
My gentleman friend damaged his ashtray. Cost him $200 to replace it.
It would have been cheaper to give up smoking.
Well, Mary, don't worry. Your insurance company's going to take care of it.
Oh, Rose, do you have any idea how high our premiums are going to be after this accident?
As high as a wine on a space shuttle.
Thank you, Pearl.
And plus, you got to tell Lester about it.
Thank you, Pearl.
Mary, I wouldn't be in your shoes for nothing in the world.
Thank you, Pearl.
Well, who do you suppose that car belongs to?
It's gotta be somebody from the condo.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
Well, you are going to leave a note on the car, aren't you?
Well, of course.
Oh, what a couple of Girl Scouts. Oh, but please, I wouldn't venture to give you any advice, Mary.
Leaving a note is the right thing to do.
Oh, and when was the last time someone dented your car and left you a note?
Well, I don't own a car.
So you're quite an authority.
Well, I know what's right.
What's right is to let the man's insurance company take care of the man's car. After all, nobody saw Mary do it, did they? I did.
Me neither.
Well, I did. And I can't lie.
Can't you give it a shot?
Come on, Mary.
Okay, I'm putting a note on the man's car.
You think Lester will be happy with that decision?
Well, of course.
He will. He will. Oh, please. Now, Mary, it would be a lovely world if everybody went around sticking notes on cars. Excuse me, I believe I hit your car. Pardonnez moi. I may have smashed your window and stolen your radio. But they do. And that's why God created insurance companies, Mary. But far be it from me to advise you. Ciao.
Well, Lester will be home soon. I'll just wait till he comes before I put the note on the car. Well, I want him to check my spelling.
How come I had to eat a TV dinner?
Because, dear, I have something to talk over with your father, alone.
I'm not getting a little brother or sister, am I?
No, Brenda, you don't have to give up your room. What are you doing?
Oiling my skates.
What you gonna do, roll around the room?
No, Calvin's taking me skating.
On a school night?
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. He's taking me tomorrow.
And when were you going to ask permission? On Sunday?
Of course not. I was gonna ask you tonight.
Hi, Mrs. Jenkins.
Oh, hi, Calvin.
Hey, Brand, you ready to go?
Go? Go where?
To the skating rink.
Calvin, you must be mistaken. We're supposed to go tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow? Well, why did you just tell me to hurry up and get my skates?
Now, you see, if he was a Rhodes Scholar, you might have gotten out of there.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
Calvin, go skating.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Jenkins. Isn't Brenda coming?
No, Calvin.
Thanks, Mrs. Jenkins.
I'll deal with you later.
Mom, what if I was going to practice with a roller skating team on a school night? That would be okay, wouldn't it?
Nope.
Well, what if we were skating to raise money for famine relief on a school night?
Are you this creative in school?
Mom, you're being unreasonable.
Thank you, dear.
Well, can I go on Saturday?
No.
Why not?
Because you lied, and that's your punishment.
What's with Brenda?
Oh, nothing for you to worry about, honey. Just enjoy your dinner. How do you like everything?
One of my favorites. All of my favorites. Good bread, good meat, good Lord, let's eat.
So, how was your day?
Oh, fine.
Aren't you wondering about mine? Well, aren't you wondering why I'm doing all this? Lester.
Mary, can I finish my meal before you tell me the bad news?
When I was coming home from the errands this evening, I had an accident with the car.
The car? You didn't bang up the car.
Oh, there's not a scratch on it.
But you did hit something.
A BMW.
Couldn't you have hit an American car?
Oh, honey, if I could have, I would have.
Mary, do you know how much it costs to repair one of those things?
Aren't you even going to ask if anybody was hurt?
I'm sorry. Was anyone hurt? Mary, do you know how much it costs to repair one of those things?
I know how much it costs for the ashtray.
Did you hit an ashtray?
No, a taillight.
Well, what did the guy say?
There was no guy.
No guy?
When I was parking, I hit a parked car, parked across the street. I thought of leaving a note.
And did you?
No. I wanted to see what you thought. What do you think?
Well, it would have been the right thing to do. Let's see if I can see it from here. Which one is it?
The red one with the broken taillight.
You mean the one the police are towing away?
What?
It was parked next to a fire hydrant. There it goes.
Oh, what a shame. Rose, I was ready to write the note. Lester was ready to put the note on the car. Is it my fault that they towed the car away?
No.
What else could I do, Rose?
Could have put a note on the car right away.
Yes, Rose, we all know that. And we all know that if I had it all to do over again, I would have, right?
Right.
What do you want me to do? Hire a blimp with a sign? Put billboards up all over town saying, everybody with a busted tail light, please see Mary. I'm sorry, that's all I can do, Rose.
You could try walking across the street.
What?
The car's back.
Good. You can put a note on the car now.
Hi, Grandma. If
Hi,
we can't go
Calvin.
out Saturday night, then when can we go out?
I don't know, Calvin. Maybe when I'm a lot older. I might get my freedom then. Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Miss Holloway.
Miss Bassett.
Hi, Mrs. Jenkins.
Well, what was that all about?
Oh, she's mad because I punished her.
For what?
For not being honest. Give me a pencil. How about some pie, honey?
Oh, no thanks, baby. I'm full. Besides, I got this work to finish.
What is your favorite?
Well, it used to be my favorite, but I've had it so many times. Whoopie pie.
know that note's been out there all day. Why doesn't he call?
Mary.
Well, it's out there with my name and phone number on it for everybody to see. Might as well be tacked up in some men's room.
Will you stop it?
Well, what if some weirdo calls? Hello, Mrs. Jenkins. You want to crack my tail light? I'm taking the note off the car.
No, you're going to leave it right where it is. Come on over here and sit down and relax.
Oh, honey, I can't. It's on my mind. I can't even sleep.
Oh, Mary, I'm so glad I found you. I think I have found the problem. The answer is right here in this gardening book to our geraniums, you know? Mary?
Poor thing. She said she didn't sleep at all last night.
Hello, ladies. What happened to Mary? Did the tedium of her everyday existence finally get to it?
Oh, had a bad dream. Oh, it wasn't a dream. It's still there. And so is that car. Well, I had enough. I'm going to find the owner. Hey, look out! Did you see that? He smashed the whole side of the car. And he didn't leave a note.
Why should he? Yours is already there. You know, Mary, I can't even see the tail light anymore.
She's right, Mary.
Are you agreeing with her now?
Well, all I say is the note you left.
You better get it off that fast, Mary. You're looking at a $15,000 repair bill, at least.
Well, come on. I'm not going by myself.
All right.
Uh-uh. Someone's coming out.
Ooh.
He's taking a note off the car.
That's a big man.
Yeah.
He looks pretty mean.
Yeah.
This could be rough.
I think I should go talk to him.
Stop! Come right back here. That man is in no mood for talking.
He's in the mood to kill.
He's reading the note.
He's looking this way.
Act normal. Stop that! You want him to come over here?
Now, why would I want a big, handsome luxury car owner coming over here? Oh, shoot. He went back in.
I wonder why he didn't come over here right away.
It's going to get his gun.
That's nonsense, Pearl. Men like that use their bare hands.
Well, all he's got is my name and phone number. All he can do is call. I bet he's furious.
Well, I'm sure when he settles down, he'll be reasonable.
I wouldn't count on it, Mary.
She's right, Mary.
Rose, would you pick one side of the fence and stay there?
Oh, you in a fix, Mary. I wish I could think of a way for you to get out of it.
I can help you.
You better listen to her, Mary. She knows what she's talking about.
But I didn't do it, at least not all of it.
Yeah, but he's got your name, your telephone number, and a repair bill for $15,000. How are you going to break that to Lester?
Help me, child.
Oh, you're willing to listen to me now?
Yes.
Whereas before you had no interest in what I was
Talk.
saying. Utilize your femininity. Look helpless. Bat your eyelashes. I'll loan you mine.
Sandra, that is ridiculous.
Last week I ran a red light. Policeman pulled me over. I smiled, flirted a little.
What happened?
Let's say a court date turned into a dinner date.
In other words, what you're trying to say is that I should get this man interested so that I can get out of paying the damages? I can't do that.
Well, there is one other way.
I don't like this, Rose. It's not honest.
Well, Mary, sometimes dishonesty is the best policy.
Is that the same Rose who brings the sermons down from the mount?
Well, Mary, I don't like this either. But you don't want to end up owing a $15,000 repair bill, do you?
But Sandra pretended to be me? Oh, Rose.
Just give it a try.
I just don't want it to go too far.
Mop, tied apron, pot holder. Do I look like you now, Mary?
It's gone too far, Rose.
Ooh, I know what's missing. Where are those silly gloves you always wear when you're doing the dishes?
Sandra, are you sure about this?
Of course. I'm Mary Jenkins. When that handsome car owner comes over here, I'll convince him I'm responsible only for the taillight, not for the total annihilation of one side of his car.
And then you promise to send a check for the damages of that taillight?
Which I will send him.
And that will be that.
Not if I'm lucky.
Sandra.
Oh, come on, relax, Mary. I intend to tell him the whole truth.
When?
On our honeymoon. Oh, well, look, he said he's on his way right over, so if you don't trust me, just stay here and keep an eye on me.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Well, frankly, there is one thing I'm not too sure about. Show me that walk of yours again. You know where you move your legs without moving anything else? Be cool now, be cool. This is gonna work out fine for all of us.
Mary Jenkins?
Yes.
I'm Marvin Grant.
Mary Jenkins. So nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry. Feels so natural. You have very nice hands.
Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins.
Mary.
Mary.
Oh, excuse me, how rude. My friends Rose Holloway and Sandra Clark. This is Marvin Grant.
Pleased to meet you, ladies. Hey,
Now, don't tell me because I already know. You're the handsome gentleman whose handsome car I scratched yesterday.
Well, it was more than a scratch.
No, just a little crack in the taillight. I almost didn't leave a note. It seemed so small. But Sandra here convinced me.
I appreciate the note, but really, Mary, the car's nearly totaled, and I don't have
No, Mr. Grant. Mary just tapped your car. Another car hit it today. I know because I was there.
Really?
Cross my heart.
Oh, how could I doubt someone honest enough to leave a note? And pretty enough, too. It is Mrs. Jenkins, isn't it, Mary?
Yes. But Lester, my husband, walked out 2 years ago. Leaving me penniless. My auto insurance lapsed, and frankly, I don't know how I'm going to pay you.
He took everything?
The money, the jewels. Oh, I haven't had a new dress in 2 years. I mean, look at this old rag.
Tell you what, let's forget the damages. I'll let my insurance company handle it. Huh?
Great. No.
But Sandra, the woman's in trouble.
She sure is.
No, I'll handle it. I insist.
Oh, thank you, Marvin. But I do feel responsible. Isn't there anything little old I can do?
Well, why don't we discuss it over dinner?
Mary, how about some coffee?
Fine, make some.
Why don't you and I make it Mary, since this is your house? Mary?
Excuse me, Marvin.
Of course.
Okay, Sandra, that's it. Call it off.
If you give me 5 more minutes, I'll have him paying your rent.
That was not the agreement. Tell her, Rose.
That was not the agreement.
Well, look, if we tell him now, he'll just get angry. and I'll never see him again.
I don't care. It's wrong.
Well, then you tell him.
I will.
I tried to stop him, Mary.
What's going on here?
Look, buddy, you can't come waltzing in here after 2 years and expect everything to be the same between you and Mary.
Who is this guy and what is he talking about?
Well, Lester,
No, Sandra, nobody can
Hey,
explain
man, this
nothing.
is my house.
And if you think you're gonna take that too, you got another thing coming.
Wait a minute!
Mary will explain.
Mr. Grant, I hope you didn't mind what Sandra did.
Oh, no, I was glad she did it. Because if she hadn't been you and you hadn't been her, we would have never met and I wouldn't be taking her out tomorrow night for dinner.
Oh, can I get you some more pie?
Oh, no thanks, Mary. It was delicious. But I should be getting home. Got a busy day at the office tomorrow.
Well, we'll be glad to take care of the damage that Mary did.
Nah, I said that wasn't necessary.
And I said we insist.
But that tail light doesn't make a difference anymore.
But you gotta let us do something.
Well, listen, I'm new in this neighborhood, and you're the first people I've been comfortable with. I wouldn't mind having some friends to drop in on now and then for some home cooking, or maybe to watch the Redskins game.
And you got it right here, season tickets.
Hey, fantastic.
And don't forget, dinner next Friday.
Ooh, hey.
Mom, can I have some more pie before it's all gone?
Oh, Brenda, honey, I'm glad you're here. We just learned a little lesson that I think you might benefit from. I deceived Mr. Grant today, and I learned something. I gotta practice what I preach.
Does that mean I can go skating next Saturday?
No. That means honesty is the best policy.
Thanks again, Mary, and your pie was the best I've ever tasted.
But, Mom, isn't that Aunt Rose's pie?
I'm going to leave Mr. Grant a note, dear. No place, child.
Whew, what a day.
Don't sit.
Why not?
Gotta go to the airport.
Am I leaving town?
No, Louis is coming.
Louis? Louis who? I don't know any Louis.
My brother, Louis.
Oh, that Louis.
Oh, that Louis. You know you like Louis. Everybody likes Louis.
Everybody don't like Louis.
Oh, they do, too. Go get showered and changed.
Ah, that's why the flowers. See, I thought you were going to greet your hard-working husband with a little pre-dinner interlude.
And make it a cold shower. You only got 20 minutes to get to the airport.
20 whole minutes?
Oh, Lester! You sure are good at putting this stuff down, but not good at picking it up.
So why is Louis coming for a visit? Has he still got his job?
Of course he has a job. He always has a job. He called and said he had some business to take care of, and I asked him to stay with us.
Okay, I'll get some of the guys together and we'll get up a poker game for him.
No poker game. He's got enough men friends.
Aha, so you're matchmaking.
I am not. I mean, Lewis is very attractive. He doesn't need anybody to match make.
Sure, Mary. Now, what little lamb are we taking to the slaughter?
Hi! Brought one of my mean pies for tonight.
And its fleece was white as snow. I'm gonna go take my shower now.
What was that all about?
Oh, he thinks I'm trying to match make.
Well, you are, aren't you?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna admit it. You know, if it was up to man, Adam would have married the apple.
You know, Mary, I don't usually go out on blind dates.
This ain't no blind date. This is my brother Lewis. Look, just think of it as the lottery, and you've got the winning ticket.
All right.
Now, I'm not trying to force anything, Rose.
Oh, I know that.
It's just that I think you two should meet. Two nice, intelligent, personable, good-looking people. Sure would have some pretty kids.
Oh, Mary! For heaven's sakes, we haven't even shook hands yet.
Oh, I know I'm being obvious. It's just that I think Lewis is so wonderful. And, well, you know what I think about you.
I know. You know, it's really nice you're getting us together. You know, we always looking.
Well, men are too. At our age, they just ain't looking at us.
Well, you know, times are changing. Women don't absolutely have to have a man anymore. We can live alone and like it. Build a self-sufficient, active, involved lifestyle.
That's a bunch of stuff.
You can say that again. Oh, Mary, do you think he'll really like me?
Oh, I hope so.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Well, it's my elbows. Oh, they get so dry.
It's not your elbows.
My dress? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have worn blue. But, Mary, you did tell him the truth about me. I'm a 28-year-old woman with a 10-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm, and this is 1978.
Close enough.
Mom, I'm home. Mom, I'm home.
I know that, dear. The whole building knows that.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Aunt Rose. Wow, you look nice.
Oh, thank you.
What? How come you're all dressed? Oh, of course, Uncle Lewis is coming.
That's Lester's child.
Mom, can I go to the store?
Yeah, I need some candles for the table. Get the money out of my purse.
Candles, all right. Wait till you meet Uncle Lewis. He's the greatest.
Maybe I will change into a long-sleeve dress.
Why?
I don't want my elbows hanging out.
Rose, there's nothing wrong with your elbows. But long sleeves couldn't hurt.
Oh, careful, honey. I just paid $50 to get coiffed.
I'm sorry, Miss Clark. I have to get some candles. My Uncle Lewis is coming to dinner.
Uncle Louis?
Mom's brother.
Is this the one she's always bragging about?
Yeah, he's flying in from California, first class.
First class. What does he look like?
He's fine. Woo. Bye, Miss Clark.
Bye.
I know what you're thinking.
At your age? Shame on you, Pearl.
Oh, Uncle Lewis, I love it.
Latest thing from the coast.
Look, Daddy, a bathing suit.
That's nice, Louis, but I hate to tell you this. The girl's grown up since you were last here. It's about 6 sizes too small.
No, it's not. It's perfect. Thank you, Uncle Lewis. I've been wanting a one-piece suit.
One piece? You mean there aren't any more pieces?
Mom, look what Uncle Lewis brought me.
How cute, a slingshot.
It's a bathing suit.
Which she is going to wear over her own dead body. What kind of man would bring my daughter a bathing suit like that?
Shh. Pour the wine, dear. We'll burn it later.
Uncle Lewis, do you ever see any movie stars in Hollywood?
Oh, yeah. I see them at parties all the time. But they don't bother me, and I don't bother them.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, Les, I hear you're a foreman now. Engineer and doing fine. Well, that's terrific. You know, when my company gets this new contract we're after, we're going to be expanding. I might be able to throw some work your way. Well, thanks, but I'm doing... Hey, Les, we're family. It's the least I can do.
That's Rose. I told you she'd be joining us.
Rose? I don't remember that.
Yes, you do. Rose Holloway, my best friend. I told you about her on the phone. Oh, you're kidding. You and Lester are just alike. Listen, Louis, I wouldn't introduce you, but she is a terrific lady. Great sense of humor.
Uh-oh, I've heard that before.
And cook, oh, what do you see the pie she made for us? My mouth is just watering. And so athletic, aerobics twice a week. That's what I like about her. She's so versatile and sexy. Oh.
Mary, I got some of your mail by mistake.
Oh, thank you, Pearl.
Well, time for my roughage.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Mary.
Oh, here she is.
Sorry I'm late. I wanted to put on something a little warmer.
Yes, it gets a little cold around the elbows. Rose Holloway, meet my brother Louis.
Ah, Rose. I'm sure by any...
Minutes to say goodnight.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Pearl.
Good morning, Rose.
Rose?
Yeah?
So how was it?
How was what?
The date.
Oh, we had a nice time.
Nice time.
In 6 minutes?
It was a very pleasant evening. The play was really good.
Rose?
Yes?
Well, where are you going?
To the market.
Oh, no, No, you're not. You know I'm dying to hear about this date.
Mary, I told you I had a nice time.
Well, you don't sound like you had a nice time.
Well, it was all right. Perhaps it wasn't the best time I've ever had, but it was all right.
Did he kiss you good night?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Well, what?
how was it?
How was what?
The kiss.
The kiss. I forget.
You forget. Your first kiss since the jitterbug, and you forget?
Morning, ladies.
Hi, Sandra.
And Mary.
Off to work?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, most of us do that all day. So, I hear you went on a date with Lewis last night.
And how'd you hear that?
From the grapevine.
Hello, Grapevine.
Rose, did you have a good time?
She had a wonderful time.
The play was really good.
Uh-huh. Well, if my instinct is right, and it always is, sounds like your date was El Flaco.
Your instinct stinks.
They said good night faster than a flea could jump on a dog.
It's gonna take longer than that tonight.
What's that supposed to mean?
Means fate just brought Lewis and me together in the hall. We're stepping out tonight.
You are?
Yes! Oh, he's so cute. He's one cute man. Oh, it's obvious your parents put everything they had into him.
She makes me sick.
Want to get sicker? She could even become your sister-in-law.
Mary,
This whole thing is your fault.
they're only going on one date.
Yeah, that date is with Sandra. She gets her claws into him, she'll never let go. Now, how would you like to have a sister-in-law who can't die unless you drive a stake in her heart?
Look, Mary, I'm sorry it didn't work out with your brother. I mean, you can't blame me entirely. You're the one that got us together.
What I did was give you the chance of a lifetime. Oh, that's okay. You couldn't help it.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Well, it must have meant something. Or else you wouldn't have let it slide out the side of your mouth like that.
Well, then, I'm sorry. It didn't come out the way I meant. I apologize.
Thank you.
So what did you do to screw up the date?
Mary, just get off it.
Don't give me get off it. You practically threw him in Sandra's arms.
Mary, all I did was go to a play with the man.
Sure, that's all you did. 6 minutes to say goodnight? Takes longer than that to kiss your cat goodnight.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Jump his bones?
You could at least have rattled them.
Well, like how?
If I have to tell you that, this whole conversation is useless.
Mary, come on. Let's not argue, okay? I'm really sorry things didn't work out. I mean, I did my part. I went out with your brother like you begged me to.
Begged you to? You were the one running around giggling like a schoolgirl all afternoon. Probably what turned him off, that stupid giggle.
Mary, did it ever occur to you that perhaps it was your brother who turned me off?
Lewis? Are we talking about my brother Lewis?
Let's just leave it alone, okay?
Oh, I don't want to leave it alone. I want an answer. Now, something must have soured the date, besides those prunes you have for elbows.
All right. You want an answer? I'll tell you what soured the date. Your brother. All he could do was talk about what a hot shot he was climbing up the corporate ladder.
Watch it, Rose.
Mary, you got me built up for Mr. Wonderful, and all I got was a self-centered, egotistical bore.
That's it. You see that thing in there with the hinges on it? That's the door.
Don't bother showing me out. I'll find my own way.
Good. What's so funny?
I was just thinking, Sandra and you, sisters-in-law.
I mean, I thought she was my friend. Can you believe what she said about Lewis? And can you believe Sandra in our family?
Well, it sure would jazz up the family tree. Hey, baby, maybe you're making something out of nothing.
Hi. No dinner for me, sis. Les.
How'd the business meeting go?
Fine, fine.
I hear you have a date with Sandra.
Yeah, she's a hot lady.
Yeah, a real firecracker.
So what's wrong with your back?
A little accident. You could call it fate. You know, when I was leaving this morning, somehow I tripped on the stairs, and Sandra was right behind me and caught me in her arms. It just happened.
What an amazing coincidence.
Yeah, I know. And she says she's a masseuse. She's going to be working on me.
My, look what the cat drug in.
And look what the cat left behind.
Mom! Oh, hi, honey. How are you?
Can I help?
No, everything's under control.
Mom, Brenda wants to play some cards. Now, am I allowed to talk to her?
It's your life, dear. Waste it if you want.
Tiffany, why don't you ask Brenda if she'd like to play Old Maid?
I don't know how to play Old Maid.
Ask your mother, dear. She's an expert.
All right. What happened?
Rose was in the laundry room.
And you didn't make up?
No. I put starch in her underwear.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. And don't tell me I was being petty.
Come on over here and sit down. Come on over here, sit down and listen.
I'll sit, but I won't listen.
Now, look, the way I see it, you got two problems. You can't really do anything about Sandra and Louis. Either they're going to get together or they aren't. But, Rose, that's something important. You might be losing your best friend.
She said Louis was a self-centered, egotistical bore with a pointed head.
A pointed head?
Like mine.
Now, look, I know you love him. After all, he's your brother, and you probably see him as perfect. But maybe Rose doesn't see him that way. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
What's your opinion? Well?
He's nice, polite, well-dressed. He's got good teeth.
The truth.
He's a pain in the butt.
The whole expansion was my idea. I mean, they looked to Louis for that kind of thing. I mean, I've been there for 6 months, and they spotted me right away. That's what I like about the company. They can spot talent.
We're home, Louis.
The only question is, are they going to be able to hold on to me 2 years from now?
Would you like to come up for a nightcap?
I mean, when you're right for a job, you are right. When you're hot, you're hot.
Oh!
What's the matter?
Just a little tightness. Could you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Better?
Oh, yeah. You have wonderful hands.
You want to know what my next step's going to be?
What?
Vice president. I give it till April.
Good night, Louis.
What's the matter? I thought we had something going here.
Who's we? If you mean you and you, you're right.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't tell you about my deal in Montana.
Good morning, Rose.
Morning, Mrs. Jenkins.
Mind if I sit down?
It's a free stoop.
Rose, I think that when a person is wrong, they should admit it and apologize.
I did nothing wrong, and I will not apologize.
Not you, me. Would you stop popping up and down?
All right, apologize.
Well, I thought I just did. If you move, I'll break your knees. Now, it's just quite possible you were right about my brother.
And what made you change your mind about him?
I didn't change my mind about him. I love him. It's just that I realize that some people might not feel the way I do.
Might? How about positively?
That's cold.
Sorry.
Anyway, this is not about my brother. It's about you and me. Blood is thicker than water, but, well, we're only allowed one best friend.
Never thought of it like that. Does make it kind of special, huh?
That's why I've been thinking how important it is for us to make up. So, I apologize for everything I said. Well, have we made up?
You can grovel a little more.